Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy G20 King Sarcasm. Y'all already know what it is, man. And welcome to NHL 20 Franchise Mode. That is right. This year, I really want to commit and make a franchise mode happen. Possibly more than one. Okay, but we're going to start with one. We're going to see how it goes, and then we're going to take it from there. So if you guys want more franchise mode and want me to upload more and possibly get to more teams, then you know how YouTube works, man. Leave a like, subscribe and all that stuff. Support the video, and the more you support it, the more we're gonna be uploading it. That's as simple as it is. So our name is gonna be God Help Us, because we're not gonna be taking on the job of our boy Kyle Dubas. Today we're gonna be taking on the vote winner of the franchise mode. I had 3 teams in mind, and the votes, it was tight, but it is the Edmonton Oilers who came out on top. So we're going to be trying to fix Peter Chiarelli's mess. Oh goodness, this is going to be an issue, but we're going to try. We're going to try. God, the Oilers, man, they are breaking my heart. We're going to turn, this is the settings we're going to go for here. Owner mode off, computer trades on, player moral garbage, don't want that. Fantasy draft, absolutely not, though that might be a series we could do at some point. Relocation doesn't matter. No automatic free agents. We're going to turn off Fog of War because that's really annoying. I just want like a classic style of GM mode. We're going to have the salary cap turned on, GM firing off, and head coach editing my lines. We're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn injuries off, so that it's we don't have to micromanage everything. We're also going to keep the sim engine scoring. That is an option this year. We're going to keep it at medium because I have put it on high, and I don't know if I like it yet. I like the amount of players that get 100 points on high. I don't like the amount of players that get 90 points plus, though. I feel like there's too many players that are well over a point per game on high scoring. I know the league is moving in a higher scoring direction, but I don't know. We're going to keep it on normal for now. And later on we might do a high scoring season or a high scoring series. Let's see what we have going on here. Head coach, we're going to turn that nice and off. These are the lines. Our first line apparently has a +3 overall for chemistry. Okay, that's one of the new things this year is the whole chemistry thing, because that's man, I was about to split McDavid and Draisaitl and make them run 1 and 2 centers, but if it's gonna help their chemistry that much to put them together, I'm not gonna do it. I might finagle with the lines a little bit here because these are the rosters and they are not great. We do not have a bunch of I don't want to have Cave on the third line, though. We don't have that much firepower here in Edmonton. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle. What if we put Chase on down there? What if, oh God, okay, so this is going to be a bit of a, yeah, no, we're going to keep the lines as is? Yeah, no, I don't want to put Nuge there anyway. Okay, so the fourth line has a little bit of an issue as far as chemistry goes. I'm not too familiar with the setting, or not the setting, but the whole system, how it works so far, so we're gonna figure that out as we go along. And oh bud, the defense is just as bad. Oscar Klefbom, Larson, Nurse, Benning, Russell, and Bouchard. Oh, I don't want Bouchard to have to play with Chris Russell. Right now Bouchard is a top 6 defenseman. I'm debating on having him. Oh shit, in the minors, that actually helps our chemistry if we do this. What if we do this? Oh, that's hilarious, but I don't want Russell to play that well. What if we do this? I'm just putting random shit together here. What if we do this? No, okay. So, Bouchard on the second pair, I don't love it, but he's a top... You know what? We're going to play him above his overall rating for now. That's what we're going to go with. Who are our scratches? Ethan Bear and Arcabello. Ethan Bear, we might want to put him in the minors. Our goaltenders are going to be Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith. Lord help us, as I said. So yeah, I think Ethan Bear is going to be put into the Bakersfield Condors roster because I don't think I want to sit Ethan Bear. Now, what I want to do with this Oilers roster, with this Oilers team, first of all, is simulate the preseason and then pick it up from there. But what I want to do, okay, we're not going to go, because you can, if you trade all your first-round picks, you can get, like, good players and put them with McDavid. Oh, look at this. This is a trade right here. A third, a fourth, and Thomas Yurko for a second and a yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to want to do that. So, yeah, you can, get great players right off the bat and just sacrifice your entire future and win a Stanley Cup. That's not what we want to do here in Edmonton. We actually want to do this properly, so that's what we're going to do. So the first season, there's going to be some pain. There's going to be a little bit of pain involved. Let's see about our coaching staff. That might be something we can improve upon because that is the new system. Ooh, 92 staff chemistry. That is pretty good. What type of coach do we... We have a defensive coach. I don't know. I don't know how great that is, considering we have Connor McDavid as our centerpiece of the franchise, but all of our coaches seem to be defensive-oriented coaches. Okay. What about the available coaches? Are there any available NHL head coaches? There are not. There are associate and assistant coaches, though. Ooh, that could be... Right here, this could be a potential coaching change that we have. He's a generalist. He's a balanced coach. So we might have to do something here as far as... Oh, I love that. I love that. Generalist, balanced, but he has an A+ for the power play. Oh, we might hire him. Boys, we might just hire this nerd to be our associate coach, because right now our associate coach is not as good, and I don't like his style as much. He has a defensive style. I'm not a big fan of the defensive style. Like I said, I don't feel like we have the roster to run a defensive style, so the very first thing we're going to do is fire our associate coach. Sorry, bud. Later, nerd. That's going to be, that's going to be him gone. And we're going to hire a new one. Because, was it him? No, it was him. No, it was him. There you go. So we're going to hire him, hopefully. Oh, you can interview coaches. That's interesting. That's interesting you can interview them. We're going to give him money because we're the Oilers and you have to overpay people to play here and coach here. So we're going to do that. And we're going to simulate to the start of the season so we can make our roster moves and the computer will not override them because they do that at times. So we're going to go to roster moves. We're going to find a way here because I do believe, let me just make sure Ethan Bear is still here. He is out here and I do not want him to be scratched. And since we have injuries off, your scratches are just not going to play. So we don't want that. Now, who could we put? Caleb Jones, I don't want that. Brandon Manning? Yeah, Manning, you seem like a good fellow to bench for the entire season, so we're going to do that. I think I'm going to be okay with that. Let's see what Bakersfield has. Jones and Bear, that's a decent pairing. Can we do anything? What if we send them both down to the second pair? That doesn't work, but sometimes it actually does, believe it or not. That guy's a low top 4, and that guy's a medium top 6. Damn. I feel like Jones is closer to being a top 6 than Bear is to being a top 4. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. How big of an impact does chemistry realistically have? I don't know. This guy's a top 6. We don't need... Yeah, no, Philip Broberg is going to play higher up the lineup. Are you nuts? There you go. And that's going to bring some chemistry to the pairs a little bit more. So that's good. What about the forwards? What do we have here? Meredy Benson, Puljujärvi. Oh, what is Puljujärvi? Puljujärvi is a low elite 78 overall player. Okay. The computer signed him to 1 year at 0.925. You know what? I'm going to be okay with that for now. And let's see here. Are there things we can do? We can do certain things to improve this line, but I don't know if I want to. I feel like that's a decent line combination. Oh, I'd like Kyler Yamamoto to have more playing time, and it improves chemistry, so we're going to do that. Tyler Benson, he can become pretty good, though. Benson can. He's a low top 6. Man, I really like Yamamoto, though. I want him to grow. You know what we're going to do? We're going to keep Benson on the first line for now, and halfway through the season, we're going to change it. So hopefully I don't forget that. And defense, we've already did it. And who do we have in net? We have... okay, Stuart Skinner is going to be our backup. So that's pretty good. That's a good start. See if we have some high potential guys in these guys are not that great. They're not good enough to play, to be perfectly honest. 67. Oh man, you should probably be in juniors, McLeod. That's unfortunate for you. So that's going to be the lines that we have to start the season, and let's see how it goes. Like I said, I want to keep the process. Okay, I want to keep the process nice and natural. I don't want to do anything too drastic. Let's see what we have. Let's experiment with the game. I'm going to reject your offer. Oh, no. I don't feel the quality of the roster. Well, that's why I'm hiring you, big guy. It's to make the roster better. Okay, so our very first move is not going according to plan. We couldn't hire that coach. I wish there was a way to hire a coach without firing your other one, but if you do that, then the coach is like, dog, I would have accepted your offer, but there's already someone in my place. So that's really annoying. That's not bad, actually, this guy, but it doesn't have a great teaching rating. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. That would make our special teams delicious. He's not great at teaching, but God, our special teams would be huge. Or do we want a better teacher that's going to not necessarily hurt our penalty kill, but... I don't know what to do here. This is a new thing. Do we want offense or defense? This guy, man, I'm going with Mr. Hickey. We're going to try that. We're going to give him a little bit more of the money that he wants to be our associate coach. Please help our special teams. That would be huge if you could do that. Until then, though, we're going to have to simulate and just wait for us to get a associate coach, because right now it's not going to work. Draisaitl has 2 goals in 1 game, though, so that's huge. He's on pace for another 50-goal season, hopefully. All right, hopefully he can pull it off. What about the coach? Thank you for your conversation. I accept. Yeah, bud. Okay, so now we have a great power play coach and penalty killing coach. That's going to help our special teams, which is going to help us win hockey games. And we start the season 4-0 here in Edmonton. 4-1 now, but it looks like maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of hope here in Edmonton. Scouting rankings. Ah, shit. I forgot to do that. We should have a good amount of scouting. This is why I don't do a lot of GM mode, because I end up forgetting stuff. Hold on. These guys are, since we don't have Fog of War on, these guys are useless. So we're gonna fire these AHL scouts, because I really couldn't care less. And we need to hire more amateur scouts. Now, I'm not going to have 20 amateur scouts, because that's just cheesing it. So we're going to try not to do that. But since we don't have Fog of War, we just don't need those guys. And I don't want them, taking space on my screen and just cluttering everything. So what we have right now is coaches. I feel like we are lacking a little bit as far as overseas coaches. We have U.S. East, U.S. West. We don't have U.S. Central. Okay, so let's hire some scouts. So that's going to be the scouting staff. Like I said, it's not 20 scouts, but it's a few amateur scouts. Hopefully, we should know a lot of things about the upcoming draft class. Leon Draisaitl has 10 points in 8 games. That is a pretty good start. McDavid not leading the team in points. That is very interesting. We're going to simulate the next 2 weeks here. What I'm going to go ahead and do, Okay, because I need it. Hold on. I am happy to. Yay! All right. Thank you, sir. Willing to accept. There you go, Mr. Hansel. Good stuff. Willing to accept. I think all the scouts are going to accept. Yeah, they're all going to accept. Okay, so that is huge. And I hate this, by the way. This should be one screen that tells you all of the scouts that accepted. I'm just saying that's how I would do it. 8-3 though. The Oilers are starting off huge. Hold on, trade offer, 5th round pick for Thomas Yurko. Fuck off. Thank you. San Jose, that was great. I'm not like the biggest Thomas Yurko fan, but it's considering we're 10-4, I don't want to mess with our roster right now. The only thing that I would hold on. There might be some free agents. Oh, listen, guys, I know some people might have been screaming at their monitors or their phones, whatever they're watching this on. Go to free agency and sign Gardner. No. Before I started this, I added Gardner to the Canes. I added the contract, the extension for Mitch Marner. So we added that. Oh, God, Brian Boyd. Okay. These are not... I mean, I guess Pominville would be an idea. Would he fit? Signing Pominville? Like, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. Because we are on a hot streak right now. And our team is doing very well. Look at this. 21 points in 16 games for Connor McDavid. And that is really good. It's great to see that he scores. Because last year in NHL 19... he wouldn't score all that much, man. He'd finish with like 70, 75 points. Whoa. The Bad Granlund, a 3rd round pick for a 5th, a 6th, and Andrew Shaw. What is Andrew Shaw in NHL 20 compared to our boy Bad Granlund? Bad Granlund is 78. What about Mr. Shaw? He is 80. Oh, shit. Oh, he's a grinder, though. Grinders aren't really effective in this game. I found that in NHL 19, grinders weren't super effective. That's also adding cap. Don't need that. Honestly, I don't need to add any more cap problems, so we're just going to go ahead and decline that. Our team is doing very well, though. It's doing really well. And I'm not going to turn off trade offers because sometimes they can not necessarily send you a good trade. Speaking of which, fuck off, LA. But they can inspire you. They can send you something that make you go, wait, hold on. Maybe I can do certain things, maybe I can do this, and it'll help the team as we go on a freaking losing streak right now. Can we please, there you go, get some dubs back around here? I don't know where I'm gonna stop. December, I feel like, you know what, we're gonna stop right around Christmas at December 25, or maybe we can just go to January 1st. You know what, we're gonna go to January 1st, and this is something we could start doing before the video ends and before I let you guys give me some input. Okay, McDavid and Draisaitl are just trading the lead for points. We'll see what Mr. Puljujarvi has done in the AHL this season. 11 assists and 3 goals. Okay, 14 points, 21 games. Mr. Puljujarvi. Yamamoto. Oh, Yamamoto's out here. What if we just do this flat out? I don't want to ruin Puljujarvi, though. Like, he still has low elite, man. If he has a good year, it could help. So we're going to move Yamamoto on the first line, because I said I would about halfway through the season, and here we are. Well, we're a quarter of the way through the season. Whatever. It's all the same. But I wanted to do here, look at contract extensions, since I can extend people mid-season. What we have here is Darnell Nurse and Mr. Matt Benning to extend. That's decent. What? Why? Okay, Zach Cassian doesn't really want an extension. That's fine. Some other Brodziak, Gagne, Granlund, and Yurko. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I can't extend Puljujarvi, probably because he's not on the main squad. But could we start to work out an extension with Mr. Darnell Nurse? What do you want, Mr. Darnell? You want 4.4 for 3 years. I agree with the 3-year part, Darnell. I actually do. But since it's mid-season, we're going to try to talk you down a little bit. We're going to start at 3.8. and we'll see where that goes. Over 3 years, 3.8 per. He's probably not going to accept that, but that might get him to come down a little bit as far as money goes. Okay, I'm a little bit stingy as far as my contracts go, because you have to be. I'm not just going to give the players what the hell they want. That's not unless they want something stupid where it actually helps me. Hey, look at that. He accepted 3.8 for the next 3 years. Darnell Nurse, considering he's going to be a top 4 defenseman most of that 3 years, if not all of that 3 years, I'm okay with paying him that much. The Calgary Flames, I don't really want to trade with the Flames, but that is a second round pick. They want a third, a fourth, and a player for it, though, so we're going to tell them to go fuck themselves real quick. And here we go. Oh my god, this dog. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but we are 20, 10, and 4 as we storm closer to January 1st. And then, like I said, I'm going to stop at January 1st and see if you guys have any sort of input, and if not, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to keep doing... Oh, snap. Oh, Carolina, you guys, man. Oh, they're out here. What? Gardner, I gave him a $5 million contract, not a 4 whatever million dollar contract. That's interesting. But Jake Gardner is out here. Maybe he signed an extension. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I gave him... Okay, whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. But they want Jake Gardner. Probably they're retaining. Oh, they're retaining. They're retaining on Jake Gardner. And they want a third, a second, and Bad Granlund. Fuck. That is a trade offer right here. Bad Granlund has 37 games played, but Puljujarvi is a 78 as well. So we could put in Puljujarvi in his place, or we could put in Yamamoto in his place. Actually, Yamamoto 73, so forget that. And I edited Jake Gardner to be an 82 and an offensive defenseman as opposed to a two-way defenseman, because you're not going to tell me Jake Gardner is not an offensive defenseman. I'm sorry, you won't. I signed him to his contract, though. That's not the cap hit I signed him to, though. That's not what I did. But that's interesting, though. Okay. Man. I really, really like Jake Gardner. But, you know, he only has 9 points in 35 games. So you're going to, you know, if you come back to me with that, Carolina, we might be okay. All right, if you just give me or ask for a little bit less, we might be okay, and we might go ahead and accept Jake Gardner. But then again, we have Broberg coming up, and we have Bouchard. I don't think there's room on the roster for Jake, to be perfectly honest. And you know what? I lied. We're going to simulate until a month before the trade deadline. That's what we're going to do, and then we're going to stop it. I know I keep going and going, but... we got an offer, and I just want to see if Carolina comes back with something else for Jake Gardner, because I wouldn't mind having him on the team and helping, you know, McDavid and guys have the puck. Oh my goodness. We are on a bad streak right now. Okay, yeah, no, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. So we're going to mix things up, because sometimes it actually does help you to mix things up mid-season. Connor has... yeah, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to do this, and with this improved chemistry, it would not... Okay, what we're going to hope for here is that we can find a better combination. We cannot, unfortunately. Okay, so that's going to... just a little bit of a, you know, little bit of a trade here in players. Yeah, we're just going to trade lines, and we're going to see how that goes. Because you got to mix things up when you're having a bad streak like that. Still Connor, though, 54 points in 49 games. Pretty darn good. Of course, I do that right before the bye week. Please win against Arizona. That would mean the world to me. There you go, 2-1 win. There you go. Sometimes you just got to hit the boys with a new line, and they're going to figure their shit out if they have something to figure out. So here we are, boys. We are 1 month away from the trade deadline. Well, a month and okay, we're a few weeks away. Yeah, pretty much a month away from the trade deadline, and I'm going to stop it here. Bakersfield's having a decent season. Edmonton crashing back down to earth after a solid start, but I kind of like what I see, even though we are missing the playoffs so far. McDavid's having a great year and we're missing the playoffs. What else is new? But like I said, I want to take my time and do this properly. I don't want to rush the rebuild. McDavid is still signed for eternity. So we're going to do that. We signed Darnell Nurse in this video. We signed a new coach. We did some progress. Just little tiny things. But I think we're on a positive path here to fixing the Edmonton Oilers. You guys let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, and I just might do it if they make sense to me. And if not, well, I'm just going to keep on motoring and doing whatever the fuck I want to do. But I'm going to make a successful team here in Edmonton. I promise you guys. And yeah, started off with this episode, and I hook you enjoyed it. And if you did, please hook your boy up and punch the like button in the face. Spend a hell out of it, comment, and subscribe. I'm G20, man. As always, I love you guys, and I'm out this bitch. Peace.